What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Alex here from AlexCFE, and today we have another video. So today we're going to be looking at the startup trial deck sets coming out for DZ1. So DZ1 itself is going to release in about a week, and I'm actually really excited for the set. I think it does a lot for standard, does, definitely changes things up in quite a significant way. So definitely looking forward to it. I feel like the meta is a little stale right now for us in English, and looking forward to seeing some results from Springfest and what people are doing with the decks. But that really kind of fell off some of that excitement for me when I actually sat here and like opened up my trial decks, because I need to talk about this product, and I think that I need to talk about the concept of like the slow boiling kettle, because that's where we are right now. But just really quick, if you guys want to purchase any of the product that you see here today, do have a TCG player link absolutely free for you guys to shop through to help support the channel down in the description below. And if you guys are enjoying the content, make sure to leave a like on the video, possibly consider subscribing to the channel. But with all that good stuff out of the way, let's get to the meat and potatoes of this video. I want to make this one a little bit quicker than some of my other ones, but really, I think it has to be said, and I don't see a lot of people talking about it. I feel like they really should, because the longer you sit here and accept the slow boiling kettle, the slow boiling pot, whatever you want to call it, the worse and worse product we're going to receive. And I feel like I've kind of been standing on this hill for quite a while now. Don't like to make certain videos like this, but again, nobody else is doing it, and like I have no interest in becoming like some Bushy-Road golden child. Like that's just not who I am. That's not like what I care about, like my career elsewhere, and like this is not like the mainstay of my life by any means. So I'm not afraid to say some of these things, and like this product is absolutely terrible for every single audience purchasing it. So let me explain what I mean by slow boiling kettle. If you guys ever heard the analogy or whatever it is, like oh my god, I forgot the name of it, but basically a frog jumps into a kettle, right? Like it's full of water or whatever. The frog is just having fun. The kettle's not actually on. Somebody turns the fire on very slowly, and slowly but surely the frog or the toad, whatever, doesn't really notice that it is starting to get really hot in the water. And then by the time it realizes that it's boiling, the water has finally come to a boil, it's already dead. And I feel like we're almost at that point with this product over here, because I've said this before, I think, and I think it's been like brought up on Twitter, things of that nature, and not everybody's on Twitter, so I'm going to say this here. Japan had these for $5, right? They didn't come with maybe the box, they didn't come with the sleeves and stuff like that, but they were $5. Here in the US, you can see the prices on the screen right over here. It's at least the very cheapest one is $19, $20 essentially, plus tax, plus shipping, whatever it is, going all the way up to $24, $29. Like these are already almost double. It is double for like some of these, the MSRP of this product, which is supposed to be $15. Now, luckily, big shouts out to my locals, Gotham City Games on Long Island, West Babylon. Luckily, I got them for $15 each. Like that is always a stand-up store. I love Mike. I love, his dad over there who owns it too with him. It's just, that's the way it should be. But that is the sad reality that not everybody has a locals, especially not one that, has such fair pricing on a lot of different things. So Vanguard is a small game. Not every locals has an actual scene, so therefore like people are forced to kind of buy online, and you're looking at, again, we're looking at scalper prices here. You have 6 listings, 7 listings, 5 listings, and like let me just click into one of them randomly. Let me see over here, and like there's quite a bit. Yeah, but $25, like 16.5. Like there's not a shortage of this product. It's a shortage of suppliers maybe for it, but there's not like a shortage of the product. It just is at that price already, and this is yet another barrier to entry, because you are forced to purchase this product because of the energy counter. If you wanted to go get the energy counter alone, it's $9. I think $9.19 is the cheapest one that you can personally buy right now. So again, another barrier to entry, which is not a huge hurdle to get over. I'm not going to say that it is, but it's just annoying. Again, getting somebody into the game with this, it's like, oh, by the way, you have to buy this like thing off on the side that just like you could print for at home, and it does the same thing, but you can't actually use it in a tournament. It's, I guess you could say that about every card, but this is really like a separate mechanic kind of thing that really shouldn't be $9. Should have been printed into the ground immediately. Everybody needs it, box stopper, whatever the case is. Maybe there's some different nations on it, but immediately this is the only reason to purchase this product outside of maybe getting a 4x copy of the boss unit, because that is the only unit in this deck with a skill. So you now have a product that's pretty expensive, $19 for this card essentially, and maybe some 4 times of the boss unit. Whereas previously we received a trial deck or start deck, whatever you want to call it. This is a start deck, so startup trial deck. They're kind of calling it something else, I guess. But we are only receiving 4 units with actual effects. On top of that, I think it's kind of cool. Maybe some of the numbering, some people might like that, but it has like numbers. There's just like weird stuff to these cards. None of these are foil. Absolutely none of them. There's not even like one copy of the boss unit in triple rare. Everything is absolutely like a common rarity. And all right, so you're trying to teach your friend how to get into the game, right? The base mechanics, you could just tell them ignore every effect. Like if every card is printed in here with an effect, tell them ignore the effect, just simply go and like play the game based on like raw numbers. That's how you start somebody, that's how you get their first game in, so on and so forth. The worst part is, like I said, nothing is printed with the effects, but in DZ1, the set coming out a week later, all of these cards has effects. Like, they're not great, don't get me wrong, and I'm sure a lot of them are like filler effects. I haven't read absolutely every one of them, but they are all going to be printed with effects. So the fact is that they decided not to give it to us. They decided to give us an inferior product. They decided to make yet another barrier entry, because this is not in DZ1, whatever the set. Like, you have to purchase it here. And I'm just kind of like at a loss for words. Like, how many times are they going to come out with something that is just like so predatory to their base? Like, going from $5 or 500 yen, whatever it was, all the way up to like $15, and then realistically, everything in this game is like scalped to all hell if you can't get it at retail. So again, double the price for the kettle one right here, which is like a super popular clan. I don't even know what the guy honestly does. Like, it's not even used, but it's really just not okay. And if you're gonna sit here and chill for them and be like, oh, but it has sleeves in it, it has a deck box, I wouldn't put my storage cards in this deck box. This is a 10-cent box. These are like the same ones that came with the previous trial decks. Again, where you threw out the pile of cards, but at least they did have effects, I think, on them. I wouldn't even put storage unless they were like very secure or whatever in a place I'm not really going to touch very often. And on top of that, the sleeves, guess what? Like 9 out of 10 people have to buy over sleeves for it. So you're jacking up the price. You're giving us sleeves. Okay, you could have just bought like a $3 pack of sleeves from your locals and a box for another $3. Instead, you've jacked the price of this up. On top of that, you've kind of forced people to go and get oversleeves elsewhere, and then on top of it, go get another deck box too, because this one is not going to cut it. I would not put this in a backpack full of my cards. There is no way. So again, I just want to bring attention to this, and again, just decline of product time and time again. And it's really unfortunate because I just talked about in a previous video how nice these new premium products are coming out, like how complete some of these decks feel, how like it's really a great introductory product. Even though it is a little bit more expensive, it's definitely like worth that entry price. Like, value is what you get, price is what you pay, and if the value matches the price, okay, yeah, I have no problem with like whatever it is. This does not match the value in my opinion, so therefore like I think it's an absolute terrible product. They really could have handled this better. I am pretty upset by this overall, and yeah, there is a chance to get like an Elementaria out of this. Don't get me wrong, I did pull one. I purchased 3 of these. I got the Stoichia, the Lyrical, and the Dragon Empire, but like, this is just a really bad set, really bad product, and it's unfortunate because this is something you should be excited for. You know, every nation getting a whole new like little starter product. It should be like a fun kind of time, but nope, we don't get anything really for it. So that is kind of my spiel over here. And if you want to look at individual cards, like I said, $9 for that energy thing is the cheapest. You can't even buy most of these. Like, you cannot even get the commons out of this. Nobody has listings really for anything yet. Everything is out of stock. Market prices aren't set, so people aren't really purchasing it. So it is kind of annoying in that regard, because even if you wanted to piece out some of the cards, just get like the boss units, you can't really do that right now, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just take a peek around. So very difficult situation. Bad product in my opinion, bad method of actually getting it out there and whatnot. So unfortunate, but it is what it is at this point. I guess we just have to accept it unless you guys kind of speak up. I'm not saying protest this product or anything. All right, this one's $1. Like, at least you can get this guy. I don't think he does anything really special, but 70 cents for that. Okay, yeah. Now these are kind of available over here, which is good, but largely you can't get any of these things. Not that you really would want to, because they are, again, all vanilla, which just makes it not such a great product overall. But thank you guys for tuning in. Let me know what deck you guys are picking up out of this set. I'm honestly curious to know what the most popular one is, and if you guys are competing in your locals, they should have a start deck kind of tournament, I think, where basically you have to use the ride line. You can use anything else in the deck itself. I think that's actually a really cool concept. I would like I wish there was like a format maybe around that kind of stuff to limit what the pool could be, kind of like a pauper league or something like that. So thank you guys again. This is Alex from Alex CFE signing out.